Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're actually covering someone who we have never covered on this channel before, and that is someone who goes by the name of Jojo Siwa. Now, Jojo Siwa, if you haven't heard of her, is this young pop star who was originally a part of this whole Nickelodeon era of child stardom and has now made their transition into the music industry, but not just any old music industry, the quote-unquote adult music industry. And researching this topic before we jump into her TikTok, which we're just going to react to for the first time completely blind, there is not much I've ever seen about Jojo Siwa or even been enticed to even click on about Jojo Siwa. But a video came up on my For You page on Twitter and it depicted this story, which was absolutely hilarious. This really enticed me to find out more and to really dig my teeth into this topic because it really seemed like a complete pantomime. It seems like this kind of bizarro world that is like just so foreign and alien to me. I couldn't help but want to know more. So without further ado, let's just look at what Jojo C was up to on TikTok.
This guy commented, and this is a new comment for me. It said, "This man needs to be stopped." They said that to me. And I realized two things. Number one, my is bigger than his.
Already, if you're giving this much energy to one hate comment, you know you're just in too deep. Jojo Siwa, if I could recommend anything, it would be to not voice these comments out loud because you're just gonna fuel the fire. You're just gonna make more people want to comment stupid stuff like this, and it's not gonna help. It's just gonna amplify whatever you're becoming right now. Please stop before it's too late, Jojo Siwa, please.
And number two, I more girls than him.
That's not that's definitely not real alcohol. That's definitely not real. That's probably just water. That's probably just water. And the thing is, about the song that's playing in the background, I might have to pitch it down or take it out or something. I also saw a bunch of controversy about how Jojo Siwa doesn't actually write their own songs and actually is just pitched these songs, these pop bangers, which are very catchy. They're very catchy earworms, I must give her that. But yeah, they're not hers. Probably not even sung by her, which is unfortunate for creativity as a whole. Yo, what is up guys? If you're enjoying this video, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys for all the support recently. We're staying consistent with the uploads, so stick around. But anyways, enough yapping. Let's get right back into the video, shall we?
Happy Dalbrix Day!
What confuses me, like right off the bat, completely baffles me, is how many people are screaming and cheering and being Jojo Siwa's yes men. I just don't know how we've got to this stage in society where people are cheering this on when it's just such a clear fabrication and it's a husk of anything that music should be, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, that's definitely just a liter of water right there. Like, that's, I can tell we're gonna be in for a ride here.
Happy Dalbrix Day!
So is that like David Dobrik's like restaurant or something? Happy Dobrik's Day? Does David Dobrik now, like, is he in the restaurant business now? Is that what he's had to do ever since smashing Jeff Wittick's face on a crane? Is that really what he's You learn something new every day.
When you choose another, make sure you do it wiser.
Hi, your song saved me. I've been suffering from a severe depression episode when Karma/Choose Your Fighter came out on radio and I got out of bed for the first time in 3 weeks to turn it off. Initially, when I first was introduced to the topic of Jojo Siwa, which was today, I genuinely just felt sad for this whole story because seeing this seemingly, innocent child star now be genuinely groomed by the industry as a whole, this Hollywood industry, and sort of be left with this mentality that just leads to these soulless acts of just performatism and sort of pretending that everything's all right. I can guarantee that there is a lot more going on behind the scenes, and especially mentally within Jojo Siwa's head, where Jojo Siwa feels like they have to keep up this performative act. And that's what really saddens me. I feel like you have to start planning your escape. You have to just start putting some money into some assets or something and just get out. Just get out the game while you can. Shout out Cypress Hill. We've got another clip from Jojo Siwa on stage. A message to the haters.
Tell the haters to lick my nuts!
And there's just so many people just like, yay! I don't understand where the audience comes from. Some part of me just feels like everyone there is just paid to be there for some reason, or Jojo Siwa is like the opening act for someone else who's about to come out. This just feels so unbelievable. I'm just so confused. But alas, this is the initial story that caught my eye on my For You page, which I actually thought was kind of hilarious. Let's take a look at what started this whole thing off.
Just out, living my day, getting my little blueberry coffee, having a good time. All of a sudden, I walk past these girls, right? And they don't see me. Their back is towards me. And one of the girls goes, Jojo Siwa's banned, haha, and like laughed. And then they saw me, and then they got up and fucking ran. If you are these girls, what did you say? I don't care. I know you were talking shit. Nothing you say is going to hurt my feelings. But what did you say? Because I am so curious. Also, just so you know, every single person that was sitting next to you told me that you were talking shit and told me that you were embarrassed and ran away. So you might as well fess up now. I'm just out.
From Jojo Siwa's perspective, you know, some girls, they were talking smack and they ran off because Jojo Siwa just happened to walk by. And you can probably understand why Jojo Siwa is so vindicated to post this story and to find out what these girls said and to put them on blast, as per se. Let's take a look at the revelation of this situation, because this is where it gets funny.
How do we start this story time?
Kayla.
Would you like to,
My face is
okay,
bright red.
so to start off, we saw Jojo's, so we're sitting in front of, okay, and all of a sudden, Jojo Siwa's Lamborghini drives past us, so we start talking about her, and we start talking about.
Oh my gosh. What do they call that? What do they call this? The man spread? The man spread that Jojo Siwa's got right there. Taking up the whole couch. Leave some room for the rest of us.
And all of a sudden, Jojo Siwa's Lamborghini drives past us, so we start talking about her. And we start talking about how.
As one does when their face is all over their car.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, Jojo Siwa has a Lamborghini with their face plastered all over the car. I'm not lying. It's true, Jojo Siwa has a Lamborghini with their face plastered all over the car, which is just completely normal behavior, and I respect it. Fair enough. If you've got the balls to smack your face all over a Lamborghini, to ruin a Lamborghini like that, fair enough. Do what you want with your life. If you got that much money, just whatever. Who cares at this point? Jojo Siwa drives past in this face-decorated Lamborghini, Jojo Siwa's face, and these girls just start talking about her. Why not?
Yes.
Okay, we're sitting at a coffee shop, and
Yes.
a car drives by with faces all over it.
Yes. And, you know, obviously we're going to start talking about Jojo Siwa, and, like, even the people who were around us were talking about her, too. And so, we're talking about how, obviously, her publicity works because we're talking about her.
This
That's
right
what
now.
I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, she's parked right behind us
Yes,
right now.
yes, she is. And so, basically, we're talking, and we keep talking about it, and Kayla.
Well, okay, because we're talking, basically Zion and I were saying, like, it's so smart of her because any bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah,
Because-
any press is good press.
And so we're like, honestly, like, I'm not even a big fan of hers. I'm not even, like, you know, in the age range of her fans. So it's, like, valid for me not to be a fan.
Oh, where were we?
Oh, so basically we were saying, like, any bad publicity is good publicity. So really, she's really smart about it. I'm like, we're talking about her. I'm not even a fan. And that's all we're talking about for the last 10 minutes.
She's got
is Jojo
us
Siwa, or,
talking
5
about
minutes.
her, yes. You know?
And so in my
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You clocked onto it. You clocked onto it. Any bad press is good press. Oh, it's all about just getting the attention. Just getting the attention for my song, my new song that's coming out. The Choose Your Fighter that's playing in the background of every single one of these TikToks. Just download it. Download it. You got it. You got it.
I was just like, no more. Like, we just need to change the topic because this is like the whole point of it. Literally, like, is what we're talking about.
We're
Is that
doing
her
what
name's
she
in her
wants.
mouth. So I literally yell. I was like, no more Jojo Siwa. She's banned.
Who's walking by?
You can see where Jojo Siwa has the revelation, like, oh, okay, it wasn't actually that bad. Maybe I overreacted. Oh, life being a famous person. Oh.
She points. She doesn't even realize she's walking by. No more Jojo Siwa. She's banned.
And then she,
We look over. I see Jojo right there. Jojo goes,
and her face turned
and then
bright
her
red.
friend laughed. I don't think her friend was laughing at her. I think she was like, "Whoa!" Like,
Oh my God.
that was bold.
And then everybody sitting outside started laughing.
That's like that classic trope in like all the Disney Nickelodeon films and stuff where it's like, oh, she's behind me, isn't she? I can't believe that actually played out in real life. Like, of course it did.
And then they get up to walk away and they stay. I'm embarrassed. I'm trying to leave. They're just sitting there.
I'm in shock.
Everyone's
I
looking
was
at
in
me.
shock.
Everyone's like, what did you say?
Oh my God. And then we get up and we leave, and she's in the parking lot where we're parked, and she's parked behind us. So Jojo Siwa spotted. Forget the
It was out
ukulele.
of context. I really didn't mean it like in a hateful way. I just meant it in a way of like, I just need to stop talking about celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, and you were the topic of that conversation because you have just driven by.
Yeah,
and they just
exactly.
walked by.
Like-
and the timing of it
Was horrible.
Like, we were talking about you because like you
We
drove
just
by.
saw
so
you.
out of it was so out of context. And
It wasn't harsh. Yes.
well, I mean,
yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
the only part she heard was like the band Jojo Siwa part,
Like,
but that's
I
not
really-
what we
like,
meant.
that's- yeah. I'm-
Very
yeah.
bad
Yeah.
timing.
Yes.
Like, probably the worst timing in the world.
Yeah.
I felt so horrible, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, you can tell that these girls actually have a heart and a soul, and they actually feel some kind of remorse for upsetting Jojo Siwa. I'm so glad to see human nature sort of shine through, and to be fair, this is a funny story. And to see that it's almost like these celebrities, they're not as unreachable as you would think. It's like they can cross over into our realm sometimes, so be careful what you say, because it might be heard.
Oh my God. I can't believe we
Miss
live in
Siwa.
LA.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was a bitch. I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around.
And there you go. That must be some sort of nice veneration for Jojo Siwa to have there at the end, where they're actually singing her song, and that's nice. That's always lifted my spirits. I'm glad that Jojo Siwa was able to see the girls' reaction there, and to get that context without just going about their day thinking, oh my gosh, people want me banned from everything. And like them further like vindicate her and going down this like, oh, F the haters thing. Yeah, I'm glad that whole story came full circle and was complete there. That's a nice ending. I like that. Because I'm uninitiated in the whole Jojo Siwa lore, let's get explanation as to why Jojo Siwa has chosen these looks and gone down this path, and hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Tell me about this look here.
This is my Karma Black Beast look. It's my music video outfit. Got to bust it out of the vault today. It's got some rips in it, but you would never know.
No. I mean, how would you be able to tell?
If
You might be able to
If you
tell.
looked close enough, yeah.
I mean, you were talking a lot recently about sort of leaving the adolescent era behind and moving into a more adult era. How has that been going for you?
It's been fun. It's been criticized, that's for sure.
How do you think that is?
Why do you think that is? The interviewer knows exactly what he's doing. That's hilarious. He's like, so why do you think your new era's being criticized? Just like, analyzing her fit.
People are afraid of things they don't know. Things can be scary for people. New things can be very, very scary.
New things? I think Kiss were around during like the 1980s or something.
Being art is such a special thing, and I'm very lucky that I'm one of the people in the world that gets to create art.
Talk to me about the people who support it, right? Because you're a person, you're a human who is, going to grow and change as you become an adult and mature, and will continue to change hopefully for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the people who get it and what you've heard from them.
Honestly, the way that I'm able to keep going.
I respect this interviewer a lot. He's doing a good job.
And keep being like, wait, actually, what I'm doing is right, is because some of the most respected people in the world have come up to me and been like, what you're doing right now is so right. It is so right. It is what the world needs. Like, I'm learning from what you're doing right now, and that's crazy to me. I mean, I heard that from Lil Nas X yesterday.
This is what I mean about these sort of yes men. Really, is what the world needs right now. Is this what the world needs? I'm asking you guys, please let me know. Is this what the world needs? Because I might be out of touch. I might just not be getting it. I might be too old.
Heard it from Meghan Trainor a few days ago. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. The support from people like that, artists, that means the world to me.
What lessons are you learning about yourself as you progress on that journey?
Honestly, that I am more fearless than I thought I was. It definitely takes some balls to show up in this.
It does. We've got music coming out soon.
I was just going to echo exactly what the reporter there said. It really does take some balls to show up in what Jojo Siwa is wearing. And it takes some balls to pull up in Lamborghinis with your face plastered all over it. That takes a lot of balls as well.
Yeah?
We do. Karma coming out on April 5th, and then a lot more after that.
Are we touring?
I can't tell you everything.
You can tell me a little bit.
I can give you some teasers, but I can't tell you everything.
All right. I'll take that as like a slight tease,
Don't
maybe.
worry. Touring is my favorite thing ever, and I like to do my favorite thing ever.
Have you thought about what you want it to feel like when you go out? What you want your show to feel like?
Oh, I pitched the tour.
Is it more like this?
It's full out.
It's like, I can't tell you if I'm touring. Oh yeah, I pitched the tour. You gotta retain some mystery sometimes. You gotta keep some things as a surprise.
Before I let you go, I read that you named your kids Eddie, Teddy, and Freddie.
Yes.
Where did you get those names from? How did you have those names in your back pocket?
Honestly, so Freddie, I've always wanted to name my baby girl Freddie. And then one day I was just joking around and I was like, oh my God, Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. Wait, it works. So we got Freddie. Somebody brought up to me like, hey, what if your kids hate their rhyming names? So I was like, valid. I need to make sure they got good middle names. So we have Freddie J, Eddie Anthony, and Teddy Tyler. After my mom, dad, and best friend.
Have fun tonight.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
I was quite scared for a second. I was like, no way, Jojo Siwa has 3 kids already. Well, what's going on? But okay, they're just hypothetical children that don't exist yet. Okay, there's still time to change those names. You might have heard something about this track called Karma. All I have seen on YouTube is this Karma behind the scenes stuff, and if there's anything I want to see, it's behind the scenes. Just to get more insight into the inner workings of Jojo Siwa here.
I did some bad things. I swear I did it all for fun and it meant nothing.
Wait, they're footnotes. Wait, I actually have to read. Oh, okay, here we go. I had a very young demo growing up, but as I've gotten older, so have they. My job is to create art and let the world decide if they want to enjoy it or not. What does demo? I had a very young demo. What do you mean? Like, do you mean the song? Do you mean like I had a very young song growing up? Oh, I had a very young demo. Someone let me know the lingo. I don't know the entertainment industry lingo. Maybe I'm really out of touch. What does that mean? I had a very young demo growing up. Someone tell me what that means. I just might be an idiot. I just might be, but like maybe Jojo Siwa really is smarter than me, and I'm missing the trick here. Jojo blew me away with her ideas for the video. She's influenced by classic artists such as David Bowie and Elton John, and were inspired by them throughout the creation of the video. I reckon. I don't know. Oh, throughout the process. From Jojo Siwa herself, I've always used my brain, trusted my heart, and gone with my gut. I didn't plan this new era, but I did know that I always wanted it to be a thing. So you've planned it. It's pretty much planning it. If you've always known you wanted it to be a thing, that means you've been planning it. That means you've been thinking about it. You've been thinking about, okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's a very interesting video. I like the way that it's shot. I'm sure this is shocking for people that knew Jojo Siwa before all of this stuff, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's all shock value, isn't it? It's all just trying to shock people, trying to get people to click. It's all about making the money. It's all about making the money. And from what I've researched into this, apparently this was written by a few big artists, and one of them being Timbaland, who of course has his teeth sunk into this as well. Has a little bit of the pie in this. Probably helped with a bit of the production. It's so mad that Jojo Siwa has that connection for their musical endeavours, and I wish Jojo Siwa nothing but the best going forward. I started recording Karma when I was 18. The fun thing is that it hits the top and bottom of my vocal range, so every session was a push, but I loved it. Recording being the key word for that. Recording. Because I've actually heard the original reference track, and they've actually put the original person who wrote Karma and recorded Karma actually put out their version of Karma after Jojo Siwa, and it did better in the charts. I feel like a few of these statements are slightly disingenuous, and they're like sort of teetering around the truth of the matter, but I'm sure the recording of the song was a push for sure. Pro tip, never throw yourself off the edge of a moving vessel. Don't do that. That's not a good example to set for the children, is it, Jojo Siwa? Don't do that. Very interesting concept going on here. We shot the underwater sequence in my home pool. I had to heat the pool for a couple of days to make sure it was warm. The weather was really cold that night, so he's got a home pool and he's warmed it up. That's an interesting. But how do you warm up a pool for a couple of days? How do you do that? Someone let me know how you heat up swimming pools. I'm really interested to know the process of heating up a swimming pool. That's what I've gotten from this. I didn't realize you could even do that. Wow. I'm perplexed. I really am. Like, do you just like fill it up with like, you just boil the kettle and just keep filling it up, or do you like run the tap like for a couple days? Like, do you have like a heater or something? I don't know, like a waterproof heating device. Very interesting. Very interesting. Then we use the VFX to extend the pool to look like an ocean. I will say, Jojo Siwa is a very talented dancer. Fair enough. Points for that. You know, if you put hours and hours into your craft, you might as well express it. You might as well express it. It's a talent. But this is all I can take from this. This is all I can take from this. I think I'm done. I think I'm done, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out Jojo Siwa. Shout out you guys as well for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed this video and if you're new, please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think of Jojo Siwa. Let me know if you want another Jojo Siwa video or something. I will see you in the next one. Peace.